Welcome everybody, Real Talk Twin Cities. We're here Saturdays at 4 o'clock on AM 1280 The Patriot to help you with all things real estate, local expert advice. I'm Eric Pirius with Bell Mortgage along with Cheryl Kempen, Coldwell Banker Burnet. Hi Cheryl.
Hi Eric.
And we have Donna Quanrud, also of Coldwell Banker Burnet. Donna.
Hi guys.
How's it going?
Hey Donna.
Great.
All right. Again, every Sunday at 4 on The Patriot and also 6 a.m. on AM 1570, the Wall Street Business Network. We would love to help you buy, sell, or refinance your next home. We also have our Real Talk regulars here, our partners, Uriah Hong of Executive Title. Uriah.
Hi Eric, how you doing?
Good, thanks. And Elise Jensen of Azure Wealth Management is with us. Elise.
Hi everyone.
All right, we've got a great show today. Quite a lot coming up for you. Market update rates, I'll have that for you. And just a hint, they're lower. Also,
Yay.
yeah. Cheryl's going to have her insider tips on. She's a great listing agent. She's going to have some insider tips on how to sell fast and sell high. Elise is along with the Word on Wealth, and we'll have our myth versus reality today. A mortgage checkup, ask the expert, some credit tips, and then some featured listings. So quite a lineup today, Cheryl, wouldn't you say?
It's a great show today. Glad everybody can be here. So Eric, did you ride your fat bike to the station today?
No, I didn't. However, I did ride it this past weekend in a race.
How'd you do?
I got third out of 55, so not too bad for an old guy.
Congratulations. Were you the oldest guy in the competition?
Very nearly. I think I was 40. No, there's another. I'm 47. There was another.
So was it like the senior division?
Generian. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, good for you.
We call it the Masters.
I like it.
So,
The master of the fat bike.
That's right. It was in Elm Creek. It's pretty fun. About 13 miles, one loop, takes an hour. Took me 57 minutes. Not bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
I won $10.
Ooh, that's a big prize.
Yep. The entry fee is $10. So I broke even. Well, I lost if you count gas, but then there's the fun. So
And the exercise.
there I go, thinking like a financial planner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, I was stuck at home helping out my son Ryan with an unlawful detainer, so
Sure.
that wasn't too much fun. But you know, it's not always the easiest thing to do to have investment property, and especially around the holidays. A lot of times renters will end up getting behind in their rent. So we just really need to be on top of collecting the rent, making sure we know the motivation of the renters and what's going on there. So spent my weekend helping him out with that.
I know a lot of our listeners have investment properties or maybe considering them. I do. I have 4 of them, and part of the process is what do you do when somebody doesn't pay rent? And it's for me, it's uncomfortable, because I know and I can listen to their stories and kind of understand the situation. You want to let them slide, but I'm in that situation right now. Got a renter that's about 3 months behind, and I'm gonna have to. In fact, this week, that's it. I gotta do something. So what do I do, Cheryl? 3 months behind on the rent. How do I want to?
You really need to have a system in place, and what I like to do is have a letter go out on the 5th of the month if they're going to be late, and just be consistent with that. Because if you start showing that you're going to accept less rent, and you set a precedent, so when the judge takes a look at this, it's going to be harder to collect all of that rent. So be diligent. Send out a letter that says you're late or how much too late they are, and that they have so many days to pay up in full. Make sure you mention what the late fee is and what the cost of the unlawful detainer is, which can be close to $500. If you don't mention that, you won't get reimbursed for that in the court. So your letter needs to be very specific. And the other thing you have to keep in mind is if you send out that letter and then they give you a half a payment, you got to start all over again next month. Okay, because the judge isn't going to let you kick them out in most cases if you have accepted a partial payment.
The judge, you mean renter's court, basically?
Renter's court, the referee.
Referee, okay.
Yeah.
What if I can get this person to leave? This isn't working.
Part of your letter, you want to put in there a 30-day notice. Mention that they're in default and that you're giving them 30 days. That's one of the things the referees like to see is, did you give notice to them?
Well, what I'm saying is, though, what if I can say, listen, it's been 3 months, will you just voluntarily leave in 3 days?
Well, you can do that. It's always best to try to negotiate with the
Right,
renter
okay.
yourself. And even try to get them to write out checks for future payments, so you have those
Okay.
too. And just settle it.
All right.
It's no
Well,
fun to go into,
It's gonna
Real estate
I'll keep you updated. It'll be my little drama. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, maybe she'll go down without a fight, or maybe I'll end up in renter's court. And anyway, perhaps on a brighter note, Donna has our market update.
Hey, stats are in for 2014. I know we're into 2015 now, but let's take a brief look at what happened last year. We're continuing to see market recovery, which is a good thing. It's continuing to take hold. We saw strong demand and high prices, and those were some of the reasons that sellers were jumping into the marketplace. And we saw quicker market times, so less days on market for those sellers. So we saw more properties for sale than we've seen for quite a while. The highest level since 2010 with over 74,000 listings, which was pretty great. And then closed sales was the second highest level since 2005 at over 49,500. So things are moving in the right direction. And we also saw fewer bank-owned or REO properties in the marketplace, which is also a good thing for our traditional sellers.
so Donna, what's the median price point for the end of the year versus 2013?
I think we were at 205,000.
Okay, and what percentage did we go up over the last year? Do you see that? Is it about 6%?
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
Great. So we had a good year for appreciation last year. We're definitely seeing people get off the fence. That's the advice we've been giving out for the last several months. We saw mortgage applications increase 49%.
Isn't that amazing?
It is, and it's related to what's going on with rates, and we'll have. Oh wait, it's the Lone Ranger with the rate watch. I'm Eric the Loan Guy with rates for you, and yes, mortgage applications. We're gonna have to work on that one. I don't know. It's good we have day jobs. Rates very low, and that's part of the reason that's helping both, refinancing and purchasing, of course. This week, again, this is a average from Mortgage News Daily, 3.62 for an average.
Wow.
And that's conventional, 30-year fix, good credit, of course, and that's down just a bit from last week. 15-year mortgage is now 2.99.
It's incredible.
For an average nationwide. Yeah, it is. FHA at 3.24, and that's with no points. So we're almost back to the all-time records. That's significant.
So it is definitely time to get out there.
Yeah.
I know I've been in touch with several of my buyers who have been waiting for the right property
Right.
to come on the market.
Yeah, me too.
And yesterday I was just going through my list, calling everybody, saying, you've got to get in the game here. We've got to get moving because the prices are going to start going up. The interest rates could start going up. So they gave me their list of the properties that they've been keeping an eye on. And of course, what did I find out? They're all sold.
Sold, of
Yep.
course.
So
of course.
everybody is out there, the market is moving fast. I know I listed 3 new properties this week. I've got many buyers that are out there looking for more properties. So if you are thinking about buying or selling a home, it's definitely time to get off the fence. Call us today, 612-735-0553. That's 612-735-0553.
Or go to realtalktwincities.com. You can get a hold of us, whether it's a mortgage checkup or a pre-approval from Eric the Loan Guy, or if you want a market analysis from Cheryl and talk about listing your home potentially, realtalktwincities.com. We'd love to help you. We are local experts in all things real estate. So reach out. It's time. Get a jump on it before everybody else. It's still cold. People are still kind of hunkered down.
It's
But
like
it's
a
gonna-
heat wave, Eric. I feel like I'm on vacation. My car doesn't look like a salt lick anymore. Donna, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so you know what, we are out there, we are working, and keep in mind too, when you list with us, we pay, or you buy, we pay $479 towards your closing costs. And also, any agreement you have with us, whether it's a buyer's agreement or a listing agreement, if you are not happy with our service, you can cancel anytime. So one of the things Donna and I wanted to talk about today was how can you sell fast and sell high? And part of that is pricing your home correctly. And there's so many people that think, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna check my Hennepin County tax record, Ramsey County, wherever you may live.
Or Zillow.
Or Zillow, the Zestimate.
Right,
We hate those Zestimates, don't we, Donna?
yeah,
Sounds
Yeah.
like soap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does sound like so.
yeah.
All right, so at any rate, nobody can tell you what your property is gonna sell for. Bottom line is,
Right.
the buyer and the seller are going to determine that value. And what our job is to try to help you determine the best place to list your property, and then we need to get those buyers in the door and monitor what is going on with the market so that you can be fluid and move with the market. And what that means is if your competition is selling, and they're not buying yours, we need to look at what are they buying, why are they buying that, what is the problem with your property, or if they're all dropping their prices, you need to move with them. So there's several different things that we take a look at. One of the most important things is the appraisal. You know, appraisers are going to be involved whenever the buyer has financing. An appraiser likes to look at properties within a 1 mile radius that sold over the last 6 months. So we're gonna start there with the historical data, and then from there, we're going to be moving right into the active market as well. So when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about some of the things that we take a look at. And Eric, what else are we doing in the next segment?
Well, again, we'll finish up with this lot there. Cheryl had the proven formula that works to get top dollar for your listings. So that'll be the most important thing in the next segment. Equally important, I guess, would be the word on wealth and creating your legacy from Elise and Azure Wealth Management. Also, myth versus reality, some secrets on credit cards, what to do, do's and don'ts, some things that people routinely get confused about. So come on back. We're here for you every Saturday at 4 o'clock. Real Talk Twin Cities on AM 1280 The Patriot.